You're listening to the Scottish Football Forum's podcast Euros Special, the home of Euro 2024 banter.
From Glasgow to Berlin, we're here to see the Scotland win. And now we're scoring the goals, and we score one or two. McGinn will score a few, and then we'll beg you some more. We're going to Germany.
Hello and welcome to the latest Euros 2024 YouTube special on SFF Podcast. I'm John and we're continuing our countdown to Germany by taking a deeper look into one of the many songs being recorded ahead of the tournament. You might have heard of We're On Our Way by Prostate fans by now. Well, we are delighted to be joined by one of the writers, John Pride. Thanks very much for coming on to the podcast. John, how are you?
I'm doing very well. Thanks for having me.
Yes, well, you're obviously into the Euro spirit by producing this song, or partly producing the song. How did it come about?
So last year during the qualifying campaign, and of course it was good feelings then, the first couple of games beating Spain and the likes, and thought, you know, if they went all the way and actually got to the finals here, it'd be really good if somebody brought out another song this year. And I'm thinking, I wonder if I could do that. Nah. And then I thought, right, let's do it. So that was the idea was set there, and just sitting one night in my bed, kind of quite nod off. And I thought I'll get my phone out and just started jotting down some notes for lyrics, simple lyrics, but and that was it. It was born there. Had a wee tune in my head, and I thought, right, let's make this happen. So I spoke to a friend of mine, Norman, who's got some recording stuff in his house. And I said, do you fancy helping with this? I went, it's a wee bit cringeworthy to try to do this, but do you fancy helping me? I definitely come up to the house. So yeah, we went up, had a couple of sessions there and got a wee demo sort of laid out. So we could hear what it sounded like, you know, when it's outside your head and it's laid down as an actual track with drums and stuff like that. So that was the beginnings of it. But in October, it was my birthday. And we went to, myself, my wife and a few friends, we went to the Oktoberfest festival in Princes Street Gardens, and they had a band on stage there, and they were doing a take on the sort of traditional sort of German Oompa band kind of sound. And I thought, that sounds good. We've got to have that German kind of feature in there as well. So yeah, Norman helped me kind of figure out what instruments are involved in that, and we recreated it on the computer, and then that was it.
Yeah, so fair to say that Oktoberfest that you went to with the German trumpets and stuff was a bit of an inspiration behind it, as well as obviously the thoughts that came into your head.
Absolutely, aye. It was just sort of looking at the instruments and all that. I think the band there were probably just recreating them on keyboards or something, but I thought, well, what is that? One of our friends is actually German herself, and I was saying, what's that kind of music called? Can't remember what it's got a proper name, but I couldn't remember what it was called. I call it German Oompa band music.
Yeah, Oompa, not Oompa Loompa as in Willy Wonka. So let's just clarify that for people who are maybe getting a bit confused. Now, see, when I first heard it, I'm not going to lie, my feedback to friends was it was Tartan Armour meets Fat Les Vindaloo. Am I being too harsh with that, or do you think that's kind of fair in some ways? I do mean it as a compliment.
Of course. No, in my head, I thought one of my favourite songs, Tartan Army songs, was 78, is it Ali's Tartan Army?
Mm-hmm.
I think it was 78. And I thought that real kind of sing-along tune is what it needs to be, something like that. So that was the aim, to try and recreate something a bit like that.
Yeah, and it must have been done, had some impression, because you managed to get Grant Stott to do a bit of a promotional video for it. So, how did you manage to get him involved?
So one of my clients, I'm a hairdresser, I've got my own salon where I live in South Queensferry, and one of my clients, Alan, he's a surgeon at the Western General Hospital, and he's also on a board of trustees for the Prostate Scotland charity. So I had the demo on my phone, and I said to him, I've been doing this, a bit of fun, and let me hear it. And he says, that's quite catchy, what's your plans? And I thought, I'll maybe stick it on YouTube or something like that, see if anybody gets to listen to it. And he said, well, I know a few people that are connected in the music industry and got studios and stuff, but if you were willing to help us with the charity, we could maybe get you some studio time. So I thought, bingo, this could be something a bit more than a bedroom project, so to speak. So that's where that came from. Alan McNeil, Professor Alan McNeil. So due to his contacts, and he's a very well-connected man, he knows a lot of people. So Grant Stott himself, and I think there's others, Craig Levine, there's a few others as well. I think they're quite keen supporters of the charity. So it was a very simple go-to to tap them up and see if they could be willing to help us out. I believe Grant's working on another little thing for us. I'm not quite sure what it is. Very top secret, even from me. So yeah, look forward to seeing what that becomes.
Well, we've had Grant on our podcast 3 years ago, and knowing him the way I do, I think he'll have something pretty special for you, I would imagine.
Pretty good, isn't
no
it?
pressure, no pressure, Grant. It's on you. But I'm sure he'll deliver. We'll wait and see. Yeah, you mentioned the charity there. Any reason why that charity in particular?
Most of the work that I do, well, first of all, my client Alan, he's a trustee of that charity. But most of the work I do is barber and hairdressing, sorry. So predominantly a male clientele. And when you start talking about these things, you become aware of just how big an issue this is. It's very, very widespread. I can't remember what the stats are. Is it 1 in 10 men or something will experience prostate disease or something like that in their life? The numbers are quite high though. And when I started talking about it in the salon, yeah, all these guys saying, "Oh yeah, I've had treatment before, or I had a bit of a scare, or whatever it was." You think, "Geez, oh, this is a big thing," which I didn't really know that much about at the time. But part of the charity's mission is to create awareness amongst men about the prostate disease and the likes. So yeah, a great cause.
Yeah, it certainly is, and I'm sure you'll get a lot of people right behind it, and hopefully you get a good bit of donations for charity as well. And you're obviously encouraging people to get involved within the video. Understand there's as this video goes out, it'll go out on the Wednesday, and you need the deadline is Thursday. So what do people need to do if they want to get involved?
So the song's finished. The song's actually on Spotify, Amazon, Apple, everything like that. The best to get the appropriate links for it, we have a website set up, which is we'reonourway.co.uk. From there, you can get all the all the music links for it. There's lots of other information about the Prostate Scotland charity. There's a link there to Just Giving if people want to donate to that. We do have a text to donate service set up. I don't have the details of that to hand right now, but that will be on the website very, very soon. And the video itself, so what we're trying to do is bring lots of little clips of fan-created content. It can be anything from a simple cry of, "Come on, Scotland," or "We're on our way," or something like that. Or if you want to get creative, you can get into your gardens, into your pub and march about and wave your scarf and flags, whatever it may be. We've got some cracking clips coming in, and we'd like some more to be added to that.
Yeah.
So that's all available on the website.
Yeah, fantastic. We'll certainly give that a plug. And if anyone is watching and wants to get involved, we'll send you in the right direction. And and you mentioned people can buy the single just now. How much is it, do you know, for people who are interested?
So the single is, like I say, it's on Spotify and the likes. It's free to stream. There's no record sales as such from it, but we are hoping that people have the ability to either text to donate or, like I say, on the Just Giving link there. So as many people can donate a couple of quid, £5 or £10, whatever it may be, whatever you can do. Everything adds up and it goes to a really good cause. There's actually a series of programs that Prostate Scotland run at the moment, and it's the Prostate Fit, FFIT, Football Fans in Training, and it's done in conjunction with the SPFL Trust. So it's for men that are receiving treatment or have come through treatment for prostate cancer and disease, and it's tailored to the specific needs. And that's run in conjunction with some of the SPFL clubs. I think Rangers have just finished a 12-week block. I think Hearts are back on board again for the next one. I'm going to say Aberdeen and possibly St Johnstone off the top of my head, I think. And hopefully other clubs will get on board to help run these programs as well. So the Prostate Scotland fund these programs. And all the money that I've donated through this project is being channeled right back into the Prostate Fit programs again.
Fantastic. It's certainly a wonderful cause, and yeah, we certainly wish you all the best with that, John. Thanks for your time. But to round off, just got a couple of quick fire questions. What would be the top 3 Scotland playlist songs to accompany We're On Our Way?
I've been thinking about this a lot, actually. I think my favourites so far the tartan specials will be coming. I think that's a cracker. That really gets them roused up and ready for the games. Do We Have a Dream? Can't remember what the year that was. Was that
82, got to be.
What's the name? Gregory's girl, John
Gordon Sinclair.
That's the one. I thought that's a beauty. And of course, 500 Miles, I think is a good one. I'm a heavy myself, so I've got to put a Hibs connection in there, of course.
Oh, that'll be why you got Grant Stott involved then as well.
Well, that's right. It's another good link, aye.
Yeah, definitely. And other than Grant, name 3 celebrities you'd love to have video submissions from and why.
Oh, for the video, yes. Proclaimers would be good. I'm going to go with the Hibs connections here. Celebrity Hibbies. Dougray Scott. I think Dougray Scott would be a good one. And it's someone I've only just come across on social media lately is Fish from the band Marillion back in the, I think it would have been 80s. That's slightly before my time of getting into music, but I remember my dad and my uncle listening to a lot of Marillion. And like I say, I've discovered his Facebook channel. He does a Friday night kind of podcast type thing. So yeah, I think they 3 would be good.
Yeah, and for the simple reason you're a Hibby, that's fair enough, to be fair.
Aye.
If you were to handpick 3 music venues to perform in with this single, where would they be and why?
3 music venues. I think the Hydro's a good one. The nice big arena. That would be something else to perform there. The Usher Hall in Edinburgh, similarly so as well, closer to home. And of course, top of the list has to be the Allianz Arena in Munich for the opening ceremony. That would be top banana to get something like that. We can always dream.
Yeah, we can always dream, and that's a good way to end it. Well, John, thanks very much for your time. Good luck with the single, and good luck with the video, etc. Hope you raise a good bit of money for charity. And we are on our way to Germany, so enjoy.
Thank you very much, John.